Okay, so today we are going to be talking quickly about how to use GeoGebra in order to find our centroid and orthocenter. So first things first, we are going to try to find the centroid. So in order to find the centroid, the first thing we have to do is we have to scroll down, we have to hit the more, and we have to go to this polygons tab and click on the polygon tool. Now, once we have the polygon tool open, what we're going to do is we are going to graph our triangle. So I'm going to graph 0, 1, 4, 3, and 2, 5. And then once you have your 3 points, you go back to the first one. Now I'm quickly going to use my move tool and change these labels because they bother me. So I'm going to unselect the show label on each of these little lines just because I prefer them not to be there. So now that I've done that, finding the centroid, we need to so we need to find the midpoint of each of these. So the centroid is where all the medians intersect. So we need to find the midpoint of each line. To do that, we're going to scroll down on this left-hand side. We're going to click the construct menu, and it's going to be the midpoint or center. Once I click on that, I'm going to click on each individual side of this triangle, and it will give me my midpoint for each one of those lines. Now that I've done that, I'm going to go and click in the lines tab. I'm going to click on line, and I'm going to connect each one of these midpoints to the opposite vertex. So D goes to C, E goes to A, and F goes to B. Now that that is done, my final step is I can go all the way back to the top. I can click the intersect tool, and I'm just going to click where all three of these lines intersect in the middle. Now I'm going to click the move function. Now we can see it's at 2, 3. But I'm going to click on point G, and I'm going to tell it in settings that I want to see the value. Show me the value. And it says the point is 2, 3. So that's how you find the centroid. Now, the second piece of this is finding the orthocenter. So to find the orthocenter, we need to do things a little bit differently. I'm just going to clear out all my medians here real quick. All my medians, all my midpoints, just get rid of those. And I'm going to move my triangle to different coordinates just so it comes out a little bit cleaner. So I'm going to move this point to -1, 2, maybe. Never mind, it won't let me go across that line for some reason, which is really cool. So I'm going to delete this whole triangle and graph a new one. All right, so we're going to go through the whole process again. We're going to click on the polygon tool. We're going to go graph these points, -1, 2, 5, 2, and 2, 1. All right, so now that we have our 3 points, we reconnect it to the first one. Now, once again, I'm going to go click the move tool, and I like to not show the labels on these lines. It's a personal preference. If you don't care that they're there, don't feel like you have to unselect these, but I personally do prefer that. So now we have to find the perpendicular, a line perpendicular to each of these individual triangle sides. So I'm going to click this perpendicular line tool, and then I'm going to select a point. So I'm going to start off with point A. And that needs to be parallel to line BC. So I'm going to pretend line BC runs out forever. I'm just going to click this line, BC. Cool. Now it's given me my line that is perpendicular to line BC. Now I'm going to do the same thing with these other points. I'm going to choose point B, and the line it needs to be perpendicular to is the one opposite it, which is going to be line AC. So I'm going to click on that. And now my last one, I'm going to click on point C and line AB. And it's going to graph that for me. Now my last step is to click this intersect button, go down to the intersection here, and it appears to be at 2. -7, but I'm going to click on that point and I'm going to tell it to show me the value anyway, just for my own peace of mind. And yeah, that is how you find the orthocenter using GeoGebra. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, let me know.